Hey guys, Jim Edwards here, and welcome to the first edition of Letting the Dog Out with Jim. And I thought that this was an appropriate time to bring up an issue that, well, it's been bothering me a little bit, and I thought maybe I'd just share it with you. And that is the proper way to address having a problem through social media. Now, what does that have to do with the title that I put on there? Well, most people, when they have a problem with somebody on social media, not most, but a lot of people, well, some people, let's just say some people choose to address their problem like a dog taking a dump in the front yard. Meaning, if you have an issue with somebody, the way that I was always taught to deal with an issue was you go to that person and you go directly to them and you address that issue with them. You don't do what the dog does, which is to go take a dump in the middle of the yard, which is what some people choose to do in the middle of groups or on people's pages. Now, their excuse is, well, that's the only way I could get your attention. And that's bullshit or dog shit. It's not true. Because most of the time they have not asked for help. They have definitely not approached the person individually trying to get help. And so all it does is put everybody on the defensive, and it creates a situation where there's just a major problem instead of a solution that they're looking for. So, and then what also happens here, I'm going to go on a little mini rant. Who cares? It's my profile. What happens is then you have the social media pile on, where all the little people who are butthurt decide that, oh, this is my chance to take out all my grievances against the world. And so they start piling on with stuff that's totally irrelevant, and it just evolves into a giant pile of what the dog just made. So here's how you ask for help online. You go directly to the person that you have a problem with and you say, hey, look, this is the issue, and this is what my issue is, and this is how I'd like some help. And if they don't respond to you, then you try again. And if they don't respond to you, then you try again. And only then, after you have made honest efforts to actually resolve the problem directly with the person, do you go and take a dump in the middle of a social media page or in the middle of a group. But whining, bitching, complaining, and justifying is not how you solve an issue online. So anyway, this isn't directed at anyone in particular. It's just what I see happening online all the time, especially on social media, Facebook, that people don't know how to be an adult because they're using their web balls and they figure that that's what they're going to do. They're just going to say, you know what, I can do what I want and this is the only way I can get you to respond to me, which is not true at all. And they're just being babies. This whole passive aggressive thing, it just kills me. It's like, when are you going to grow up? When are you going to be an adult? When are you going to take control of your own life and stop blaming other people? All that stuff that you can just see. And, I started this by saying, most people do this. You know what? Most people don't do this. It's a minority of people that do it. But it's kind of like the old turd in a punch bowl thing. It's one person can ruin it for everybody because they don't know how to be a grown-up. Phew. All right. Well, I feel better. Hey, this is like bargain therapy if you think about it. I can get on here and talk and people will say stuff and I'm not having to pay $150 an hour to a therapist. This is pretty good. Maybe I'm going to come out with a course called Facebook Live Therapy Secrets. How to use live video to solve any problem you have in your life in real time with the power of Facebook and your iPhone. I think it would work. Anyway, I'm going to go let the chickens out now, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I feel better. I hope you feel better. And have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye.